Good evening and welcome to your full moon reading for February 14th, 2014. This is going to be an especially powerful full moon this year because it also happens to fall on Valentine's Day. I really feel like this is really going to magnify our manifesting power, especially in the departments of romance and loving relationships with our partners. I'm going to be using Doreen Virtue's Angel Therapy Oracle cards this week. And the first card that came up for our reading for the full moon. Now this reading is really all about what we need to be releasing and what we need to be bringing in during this full moon. What the angels would like us to manifest. And the first thing they say is, if you get nervous, focus on service. Put your entire intention on answering the question, how can I make the world a better place? And the law of attraction will automatically take care of your needs. You drew this card because you've been called into spiritual service, either as a healer or a teacher. The thought of conducting public spiritual work may trigger nervousness. Don't worry, though this anxiety has no bearing on your readiness for service. It's simply the ego wrestling to gain control through fear. The antidote is to focus on your higher self's mission, which is loving service to the divine. Each client or audience member is one with you and the Creator. You share one love and one spirit. Your spiritual work is about connecting to that one great force in the universe. So while the ego wants to concentrate on I worries such as, what if I can't do this? Or, what if they don't like me? The higher self is completely focused on lovingly giving service. Your higher self is 100% psychic and is tapped into the divine healing energy. To operate out of your higher self, focus on blessing instead of impressing others. Begin each session or seminar by opening your heart to loving everyone involved and ask the question, how may I serve? To put your higher self in charge. In order to help you do this further, the angels suggest that you sit quietly in a spot where you will not be disturbed and visualize yourself conducting a healing session, giving a psychic reading or seminar, writing a book, giving a speech, or doing some other spiritually based intention. Imagine that the people involved, such as your clients or audience members, are smiling receptively at the service you're providing them. Feel your heart opening to these people who are brimming with gratitude that you're giving so joyously. See all of your material needs easily provided for, knowing that as you focus on giving, the universe automatically gives back to you. And I sense that a lot of you have life purposes which are connected to this. It may not necessarily be given a psychic reading, but I feel that a lot of you are going to be called into spiritual service, if not now, then definitely in the future. And this may include facing a lot of fears that you have regarding being around people, such as giving speeches, talking in front of audience members, even in small groups. And so the angels are really asking everyone during this full moon to focus on what their greatest fears are. And they're showing me the number 3. They'd like you to focus on the top 3 fears that are affecting your life right now. And during this full moon, they would like you to set the intention to release all ego-based fears related to these topics. Ask Archangel Michael to come in and protect you and help keep you safe while you release these. Archangel Haniel is also a wonderful one to call on during the moon phases because she is with all of us, helping us to release and bring in the new. Alright, our second card is Cancel, Clear, Delete. Use only positive words and thoughts as they're rapidly manifesting into form. Ask the angels to cancel the effects of past negative thinking. Have you been complaining or worrying lately? Do you consider yourself a victim of outside circumstances or people? This card indicates that you've been using negative affirmations to describe yourself and your situations. The angels are asking you to be more aware of what you say, think, and write about yourself. Your past choice of words has blocked you, but fortunately, that barrier is removed the moment you choose positive words. Perhaps caffeine, nicotine, sugar, or other stimulants have caused your mind to race with worry. The angels can help you reduce or eliminate cravings for stimulants. This will calm and clear your mind so that you can deliberately choose words that describe your desires instead of old fears. If you catch yourself saying something negative, even in joking, stop and sweep your hand at the wrist in order to push the energy of your words away from you. And then say, cancel, clear, delete, to undo the effects of negative affirmations. This is similar to rebooting your computer by simultaneously pushing the Control, Alt, and Delete keys. By saying cancel, clear, delete, you let the universe know of your positive and clear outlook for yourself. You ensure that any previous negative affirmations won't manifest into form. Instead, they'll be replaced by your new radiant intentions. And with this card, they're really telling us that it's more important than ever during this energy with the full moon that we keep both of our thoughts and our words positively focused. Try to pay attention to what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and especially what you're saying throughout the next few days. And when you catch yourself saying something negative, try this process. The cancel, clear, delete is very powerful. I use it myself every day. For instance, today I was starting to worry that something else was going to go wrong with my car because I just spent a lot of money and fixed it with the last few weeks. And I caught myself wondering what was going to go wrong next, and I immediately realized what I was doing. When we think about things like this, we are asking the universe subconsciously to bring this to us, and that is definitely not what we want. Definitely not that I want it to bring me more problems with my car. And so I immediately said cancel, clear, delete, and I replaced it with a positive affirmation, which is exactly what you should do. The affirmation I used was, my car is very healthy and will stay that way for a very long time. Now you can repeat that 2 or 3 times. Just make sure that you rephrase whatever that thought was in a positive way so that it shows a blessing. And this is very powerful. You will change your life if you can start catching yourself when you do this, because you'll see that the universe doesn't bring you so many negative things because you're focusing on what you do want rather than what you don't want. Alright, and our last card is be willing to forgive. Ask the angels to clear your mind and body of past pain in exchange for peacefulness. The angels are trying to help you with the topic of your question by urging you to heal anger related to your past experiences and relationships. This old anger has become a barrier to attracting your desires, as well as a magnet that attracts similar situations to your side. This is a very important message, and your little bit of willingness to forgive is all that's required. You don't need to forgive the action that occurred in your past. You simply need to be willing to allow the angels to help you clear away the toxic poison of unforgiveness from your heart and mind. In this regard, you're trading pain for peace. The benefits of forgiveness include increased peace of mind, renewed energy, and the ability to focus. In a quiet location or while falling asleep, say the following either out loud or silently, for the angels always hear your thoughts. Archangel Raphael, I call upon you now. I am willing to forgive, name of person, organization, or situation, and release all stored up anger from my physical, mental, and emotional bodies. I am willing to release pain in exchange for peace. Breathe in and out deeply, which enables you to be open to Raphael's loving and powerful cleansing process. Repeat this step as necessary if you ever find yourself ruminating about anger or resentment. Now, this is definitely something that we should all be releasing on a monthly basis. We all have those painful experiences, those past memories that just won't go away. And that means that's emotional baggage that you're still carrying around. You don't deserve that. So even if you don't feel like the people or the person that betrayed you or hurt you doesn't deserve forgiveness, please, the angels ask you to please forgive them, forgive yourself, because you are the one that deserves peace. You don't deserve to carry that around the rest of your life and maybe even into other lives. They really urge you to release that. Release whatever you've been thinking about from the past, hurtful experiences. This full moon is especially powerful for that. The full moon is doing a lot of releasing, while as the new moons are for bringing in new blessings. So I think we're going to be doing a lot of releasing during this full moon, and I do feel like it's going to be a lot of romantic experiences from our past, both in this life and in past lives. It may be a very emotional day for a lot of people because the power is going to be very intense. I want to thank you all for tuning in to our full moon reading, and I hope you will join us for our new moon reading in just a few weeks. Love and light.